Now, for more on that, we can cross to our Washington correspondent, Kethevane Gorjestani. Kethevane, what exactly do these two different decisions mean for Donald Trump? We've been hearing a lot about his tax returns. Are these decisions a win or a defeat for the president?
Well, it's pretty much a mixed bag for the President of the United States. It's a little bit of a win, but also a little bit of a defeat, especially symbolically. Let's start with the first case, the New York criminal case with the Manhattan DA who had subpoenaed those financial records, tax returns for his criminal investigation. In that case, the court, which ruled 7-2, but was unanimous in saying that Donald Trump, the President of the United States, did not enjoy total immunity when it comes to these cases. And that is a huge symbolic defeat for Donald Trump, because the argument of the Trump team was that as president, he enjoyed full immunity from these subpoenas. Now, in the other case, it's a little bit more complicated. Basically, what the court said, again, 7-2, in both cases, the appointees at the Supreme Court of Donald Trump ruled with the majority opinion. So in that case, in the congressional case, where several House committees were asking the Trump administration to give those financial returns in a congressional investigation, this time the court said that while it is possible in some cases that House committees can subpoena the President of the United States, there has to be a very careful scrutiny of the burdens that it puts on and the scope of these investigations before those subpoenas can be done and can be replied to by the White House. And they say that in this case, that did not happen. Donald Trump, however, was not happy at all. Really big reaction on Twitter, several tweets, a thread. He basically called this a political prosecution.
Now, tax returns have been an ongoing issue throughout his time in office. What does this mean for the November election, Kethevane?
Well, this means that Donald Trump has actually won on one thing, which is timing, because this was really the idea behind those court proceedings, at least on Donald Trump's team's side, was to run the clock. And what the Supreme Court has decided in both cases is to send the matter back to lower courts. And that means we're going to have more proceedings in courts. So yes, there might be at some point the Manhattan DA who will actually get to subpoena those financial records, and they might get those records. They might present it in front of a grand jury, which is secret, so the public won't get to see those financial records, and that's really the key. Whatever happens in these two cases, the public will not get to see those financial records before the November vote, and that in itself is a huge victory for Donald Trump.
Thanks for that, Kethevane Gorjestani in Washington. Now, next, some news.